Steam still seems to want to update every 48 hours, so since the beginning of time. So how's it going? So I'm Nessie, I'm the Good Leader of Sleeping Soul. I like to go over a topic every Saturday, something about the game. So today I'm going to talk specifically about the Kafra Log. I thought it'd be a pretty good topic to go over since we're already into May, and according to the log it's going to be expiring on May 30th. So I thought it'd be a good topic as we get closer to the log expiring. I'm sure people are going to have a lot of questions, you know, a lot of similar questions about how to finish up their book. So at first I'm going to go over kind of like the math, go over some information about the Kafra Log, what you should know, what you should be doing in order to maximize your XP every week. And then after that, I'm just going to kind of go over like a practical of how to kind of do everything. So basically after I kind of go over the math and all that kind of stuff, if you already know how to do all the stuff that the log is asking you to do, you know, you can kind of just get to it. Otherwise, for newer players that maybe haven't done a lot of these tasks before or confused how to do them, I'm just going to go over everything real quick. So first, what's this box? Oh. I don't know why there's a text there. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, have you ever done anything with the Kafra Log before? Prior to the episode SP updates, we're already receiving the assistant medals of the assistant medal cap of 1800 a week. So a lot of people might already be used to doing this. You know, getting your 1800, maybe you're spending it on rough stones, or you're pouring growth panaceas, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure a lot of people are already used to doing kind of these tasks. Reaching 1800 a week is actually pretty easy as far as that goes. But the first thing I'm going to say is that I want you to ignore that. That does not apply to leveling the adventure log itself. So we're just going to completely ignore it. As long as you're doing all this kind of stuff, you're going to reach that medal cap every week very, very easily. In fact, very early. It's possible when you do more tasks, you might not even realize that you've completed them because sometimes the red dot actually doesn't show up. So I'd say, you know, at the end of your day, before you log off, always check your Kafra assistant. Make sure you have everything obtained, and also across your alts, which I'm going to go over later, what your alts can also help you with. So the main thing we're going to go over is that we want to get the experience, 100 experience per level, all the time, as much as possible. So first, let's talk about how much time is left. So according to the global Kafra Log, and I'm also going to preface this with, as long as nothing changes. As usual, sometimes things change, sometimes a patch happens, things are removed, adjusted, so keep that in mind. This is simply as far as the information I have as of May 20th. So it says the deadline is May 30th. That's coming up pretty soon. It's already May 2nd. One thing I want to say real quick is that it says May 30th reset. So really, if you don't play early morning, it's really through the 29th that you gotta complete, you know, the week of the 25th through the 29th, you need to be able to complete your 1800 points, because as we showed before, there is still a maximum of 1800 XP per week. So keep in mind that there isn't much time left. That means there's 7200 XP left, and that's 72 levels. So that also means if you're not minimum level 78 by basically tomorrow night, May 3rd, you cannot essentially quote-unquote free to play up to level 150. Getting to level 150, you're required to purchase the advanced log. Otherwise, you already have access to 100, I believe. So you know, of course, you're still paying a little bit to get to that level and get extra rewards, but, you know, if you're trying to be frugal, you want to save your BCC for a rainy day, for the gacha, and you want to, you know, just complete all these tasks as frequently as possible in order to avoid spending BCC to finish off your levels. So you have to be a minimum of 78 in order to free to play this, essentially. So every day, there are 13 different daily tasks that you can do to get 260 points. This means about 3 levels. Now, as I was swapping between characters, something I've realized is that Pet Adventure and Rifts can actually be done per character. What this means is you can actually get extra points every day if you do these 2 tasks on your alts. So if you do a Pet Adventure on your alt as well as Rifts, then you're going to get 340 points every day towards your 1800 total. And you're going to be done much more quickly. From what I could tell, if you do this every day, you're done with the entire week within just... The math said like 5.1 or 5.2, so it's really just about within 6 days you can be done with the entire week. Now, there are other tasks that you can do weeklies, which actually I just realized I forgot to make a thing for that, but we can go over that in the book later. There are, I did write it down, there are weekly tasks that are about worth 400 points. So that include Oracle and Valhalla and Endless Tower. That can help you towards your points. So really you want, what's it called? You still want to accrue 1400 points. You know, just doing all these kinds of tasks every day. So then we're going to go into the question, should you use BCC at a level? You could. If you think you're not going to make it to the max level, you could just do it today if you want. You could completely ignore the tasks forever. You know, if he doesn't want to bother you, maybe you just want to get your assistant medals and not worry about reaching the level 150. But at the end of the day, it's completely up to you. It's completely up to you, your budget, you know, what it is you want to do, what it is you want to buy in the game, and really what you want to use your BCC for. So let's see. So with that, you know, we've kind of gone over this kind of stuff. So let me get into the game. And I'm just going to go over, you know, just what each task actually is, what you should be doing for it. Let's see, 1 second. Okay. So you can see I've already completed a couple of tasks today. I just haven't clicked on anything, basically. So there's fight for 15 minutes in the RO world. You know, and that means your CT, your combat time. So if you're not sure how much CT you've spent for the day, you can go to settings and always check. Now it has credit for me because of the account-wide adventure. You know, I've already done pet adventures on my alts, so I already have this completed. Pet labor. So what pet's labor means is the labor traveling machine. And all this means is that, you know, you just pick up the item at least every day. Obtain the stuff and you're done. If you're here last week, I'm just gonna deposit extras. We're gonna collect that. And music. So this means if you listen to the music box in Southern Frontera, if you listen to a music box in your home, or if you listen to a music box in your guild hall, You know, as long as you get at least 1 minute. I forgot how spammy this pet labor is. So we're gonna give it a second. There we go. So you will get, if you notice, there is kind of like an error message of, oh, you know, you've completed getting your assistant medals. But, you know, like I said, just ignore this. Just ignore the cap. Alright, so we're gonna go back to music. So music means any kind of music CD as long as it's a minute long. Now it's kind of finicky. I think it's kind of based on CT time. So you want to get maybe like a minute CD. Make sure you get that music. We're gonna collect that. Mission board means basically you've completed at least one mission board. So this includes doing them manually. This includes doing them instantly. So checking for any belief tokens. Not today. You can use these. And as long as you do one. So actually you don't even have to do all three if for any reason you're saving meatballs. Now open rift. Open rift means any type of rift that you choose to do. So as an example, if I did space-time, or if you do, for instance, Horror City in Gingerbread City, those do count. You can also decide to do the instant. Keep in mind, if you do instant, you have to be minimum level 80. So you can just complete all right on the screen. I just do the desert one. Possibility for kind of some better-ish items to resell. And complete that. Training grounds, you can do it manually in Prontera. You can also do it instantly. So if you choose to do instantly, you can choose it right below all the ejectors. Get instant credit. It gives Eden coins and silver medals, which are pretty good. And I have noticed I do get 22 experience as opposed to 20. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure if that's premium or if that is from the housing. That I'm not sure about. Delicacy. That's a very easy one to do. Delicacy means your cooked food. So any type of cooked food you want to eat. You just have to do at least one, and it counts. You don't have to do a full stack of 6. Lucky Shop is a really easy one that I suggest doing daily. Lucky Shops are in most cities. And what they do is they give you a daily different set of items that use Eden coins to purchase. So since there's some gem stuff coming up, I'm going to get these gems. And sometimes you can actually find really good stuff for sale, like this is worth over 21k. Didn't purchase, there we go. Now you only have to buy one item. And then you can collect. Pet Adventure is the one that you can do on every single character. So Pet Adventure, you want to go to your Pet Adventure book. Pet Adventure Guide, let's see. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna try for Abysmal Night. Actually, I'm gonna rest this guy. He's from Arena. He's one of the only holy pets in the game. Unless you have Griffin, which I still can't seem to obtain a Griffin whatsoever. from tower. I'm gonna send him out. See, pet adventure, grab that. And every 100 ones you get, you can start collecting these Kafra medals. Let's see, which I went through 2 already. And we'll go over the rewards a little bit later. So enhanced equipment is when you can really easily do what I've been doing is I just grab that, enhance once. And I see the red didn't show up, but the credit is still there. So we're gonna do guild donation next. So guild donation means any type of donation from your guy. He's basically in the center of your guild hall. No, I'm watching chat. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at the game. What's up? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Silvano? If you got any questions about Kafra Log, that's what I'm going over today. If you have anything else, I can go over it right after. So right now, this is where your guild donation guy is. You know, you could basically choose to donate whatever you want. You could choose a gold medal one or any kind of contribution one. Either one will work. Let's see. So the last 2 I have on this character is Monster Resistance and Greedy. So Monster Resistance is really easy. Usually I do it at the end of my grind, but basically you get the chance for extra experience points to kind of help you boost up. You know, especially if you're behind, you're gonna accrue up to six of them. You only have to do 1. There actually is a shortcut right here to do it right from the Kafra. So you can just accept the quest, complete it, and then that'll complete that. Greedy Shop, I'm not sure a lot of people know how to get to Greedy Shop, so I'll do that real quick. My chat should probably go up a little bit. There it is. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't see any chat while I was doing the other stuff. Alright. Greedy Shop. So Greedy Shop is specifically in Toy Factory 1. So I'm going to help you show you how to find it. And to see if it's already up, actually. So first you want to see if it's up. You want to go to the bottom left portion of the map. So that was actually a pretty lucky Flywing. So now, if there's kind of like these shadowy miscases, they're kind of like mini versions of miscase up, you would have to kill them in order to summon Greedy. But they are affected by the channel cooldown. So if you've changed channels recently, just like with any MVP or mini, you cannot just resummon Greedy whenever you want. So since he's up, we're going to take a look around. I'm going to check this quadrant real quick. One way to also check is to use the camera. If you use the camera, one way to make it a lot easier is to make sure you have NPC on and you have monsters off, because the monsters can take up a lot of room on your screen. You could turn off UI, but sometimes it's easier to see. Let's see. Yeah, then you won't see like his little chat room looking part. Sometimes he's on the ramps. They're kind of stuck in these edges. Oh, and there he is. Well, I'm going to show you how he looks in the camera real quick. So even though you don't see monsters, you see all these other NPCs, and you can see them pretty clearly using that. Greedy Shop has 3 random items that's reset every day. I'm doing a tutorial on the Kafra Log. I already kind of went over the math earlier on basically how much time is left. So you have to be a minimum level 78 on Kafra Log as of tomorrow if you want to free to play the rest of the levels up to 150. On global, mind you. So you do need Edelweiss to purchase stuff in this shop. The stuff is generally cheaper than it would be if you grabbed it on the exchange. Now there's you can get random MVP materials that can show up, even high tier ones like Time Twister, stuff like that. It's, you know, it's pretty good just to pick up even something every day. Things like this, or if this stuff is out of your level range, you know, you do get donations for these things too. Now to get Edelweiss, you just have to kill stuff in the Toy Factory area. And that's about it. I'm gonna fly wing out of here. Do you not hear me, Kevin? Because I am answering you. And with that, that's how you get Greedy Shop. So it's already my, let's see, I believe my 3rd one of the day already. Oh, you do hear my sound? Okay. That's good, because I wouldn't want to have to redo this all over again. I'm not sure if the game sound is overpowering my voice. Actually, you know, if that's the case, if maybe you don't hear me, maybe you're a little lagged on your side. Maybe you're hearing me answer after like 20 seconds or so. Alright. So monster resistance is simply just a grinding thing. You know, you kill monsters. I mean, if I grab the quest, you can see what it looks like. It's going to give you a suggestion of where to go. You can go wherever you want. You can just ignore this thing. But as of level 140, I get an additional almost 5 million experience. And then once that's complete, that's it for this character for the day. And you know, you do get these medals that give pretty good rewards. So there is a limit of 20 purchases of Glittering Runestone. That's a chance to roll an S rune. There is a limit of Old Rune Box. There's a limit on brand new adventure coupon. So what this does is it gives you a base level. Since I'm already max, I don't need this on my main. If I wanted to use the base coupon for my alts, that's a possibility. Since these are account wide, I can purchase these things also on my alts as well. You know, these coins are also account wide, so even if you pick them up on your alts, you're fine. And a quick note about the assistant medals is those are also account wide. You can throw them into your shared storage to give to your main to purchase everything on your main, or vice versa. However, Kafra's, you know, specifically for the Kafra, how do you say? Specifically when it comes to assistant medals, your characters do need to have all these unlocked individually. You know, to have access to more options. But you could, you know, change them up. Like if you want the... Where is he? Isn't it this guy? Yeah, if you want the Panacea to level up your alt quicker, you just gotta throw the medals over on your alt. It's very simple. You can use your regular storage or your house storage. What do you mean by who did I introduce to Rom? You mean who do I play with? gonna swap to the alt so I can show you guys. Man, I can tell my system does not like this. Alright. So as you can see, I can still grow Pet Adventure on my alt. Now since I did not complete Monster Resistance yet on my main, I still have the option of doing it on my alt. But as you can see, I could still do the Rift. So I could still get those extra points. As long as I use some meatballs. Let's see. This one's better. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of do some videos on Ragnarok Mobile. Originally what I wanted to do was I wanted to actually do more, you know, YouTube style videos, but I've had a really hard time just trying to video edit the way that I want to. So this is kind of just a different format. I wanted to try for myself to kind of, you know, just do kind of like a lecture. I can edit this footage later. I do export these videos to YouTube as well, but I do plan to also transcribe them and possibly cut them up and edit them as needed. And it's really just to kind of help, you know, whoever's playing out. I also make these videos in particular for my guildmates. You know, I get a lot of these questions very often, so I find it just much easier to kind of lay everything out. You know, it's almost like answering kind of like frequently asked questions as much as I can. Let's see, and just to show, whoops, ignore that. If I go to exchange rewards, you can see I still have the same coins as I did on my main character. And what's really good actually for this is that if you don't want to donate or spend Zenny, and you kind of have these extra medals, maybe you're already done with gold medals on your main. You know, this is a great way to, you know, boost up an alt that you're not recycling. You know, some people recycle alts. It's a great way to also power them up with extra gold medals. Praying card packs are really good. I'm actually surprised this isn't limited at all. But since it is kind of like an RNG factor, it's not too bad. I kind of wish there were 5 points too, but honestly 5 medals for a gold medal is really, really good. Job potions, I would not even purchase this, to be honest. I would not purchase Mysterious Box SPs either. Oh yeah, so I did talk earlier, you can get 400 points doing your weeklies. So, and these are account-wide things, so you can only get them, you can only get these 400 points once a week, essentially. So, Valhalla Ruins, you have to do 2 different instances of Valhalla Ruins. Doesn't matter which, you could do a 40 and a 100, a 60 and an 80, you know, coordinate with your guild mates. You know, Valhalla Ruins is a guild-only instance, so, you know, coordinate with them to see, you know, get those done. As well as Oracle Hard and Oracle Normal. And then, you know, ET, Endless Tower, that's a pretty easy one. It is maybe possible you just have to enter floor 100. I'm actually not too sure. Or you just have to do that floor. I'm not sure if you have to run all the levels for that one. I mean, I do it every week on all 3 characters, so. But for the most part, you know. And if you don't know where to go, you can go to Assistant Statistics. And, you know, it'll show you where to walk to. It'll show you where all these guys are. If, you know, you are a new player, you don't know where to go for these things. Let's see, Valhalla Ruins, I'm pretty sure pretty sure this is, it would just send me to Guild Hall. Let's see. And Endless Tower, like I said, I've done it. Show you progress. So you're saying you know you can buy exchange reward? You don't know how to buy the Kafra exchange rewards? Or do you mean the something else from the exchange? I mean, if you don't know how to purchase, I mean, you just click on it. Let's see, exchange rewards. Let's just grab one of these. Oh, you get 3 of them? Yeah, well, I still wouldn't suggest it. These are kind of the old style, old blue boxes from OGRO. They're not really anything too special. Let's see. Huh, I did get a raccoon leaf, that's actually pretty decent. There is, yeah, right, DK? So there is one item in here. Let's see. There's an item in here, I already purchased it. It's called Night Gaze. It's a back piece, healing 4%. It's not too bad, but you know, it's very niche. You know, I collect stuff, so I already spent this one early. It only costs 25. What I like is that it has a magic attack plus 3 unlock. That's pretty good. You know, especially if you have alts that use magic attack. You know, you need those stats for your handbook. Super important. Something like this it was a quick buy. That was the first thing I bought. But yeah, you know, you just click on the item, purchase. Let's see. So actually, this doesn't even say you get 3 of them, and I'm kind of laughing at that. Like, the UI is absolutely kind of terrible. I actually kind of wonder how many of these you get. Now I gotta look. You get 25. Okay, that's good to know. You get 25 chop potions per 1 coin. Fortunately, these are, yeah, magic attack, it gets much harder to get handbook stats later on. Like, I have about 800 magic attack, and it gets harder and harder. So plus 3 makes a huge difference. You know, it's less zenny I have to spend to get magic attack. And one thing to say, I did not say earlier, is that as far as I'm aware, these medals are going away at the end of the timer. So you do want to spend these medals, don't be hoarding them. According to the episode 7 new log that was just released in China, they have completely different medals. So yes, I can only guess, I can only presume that we're going to get different medals as soon as a new Kafra Log is released. C technically had more time with this Kafra Log. However, it does seem that they adjusted the XP bar for global. I believe they have a maximum of 1,200 a week, where we have 1,800 a week. There's a couple of little changes that they did, you know, to kind of compensate for the fact that global did get this Kafra Log update, I think, a few weeks later than C, you know, C region. You know, and it also is important to not be confused with, you know, what is going on with other regions. Because sometimes you never know, really. You never know what they're thinking sometimes. But yeah, I mean, if you have any other questions, I'm going to be around a little longer. You know, I kind of went over everything I think I had to go over. It was actually a more quick one this time. A couple of my other talks were about an hour. But this was a pretty concise topic. Last week I went over kind of some user interface, what I call life hacks. You know, easy ways to kind of deposit stuff, go through your inventory, things of that nature. The week before I went over housing. You know, I've been playing this game since day 1 on global, so, you know, I also try to want to apply some of the knowledge I've accrued, you know, to kind of help other people. What's up, Kevin? So I'm gonna go back on my main for now. Might lag a little bit. Yeah, that's not happening. I actually think the 3D avatar is very fun. I'm actually pretty proud of kind of making something that looks like my game avatar. You know, I actually based it on my favorite costume. I swap back to my main job. No, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, that's not happening, Kevin. I spent plenty of time making this avatar. Oh, what is this little text thing? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Alright, now it went away. Alright, I'm trying to get this weird text on my screen to go away. There we go. Let's see, but yeah, you know, if I recheck over here, you know, I just have to do these things still for the week. They can still go towards my total. Now I only need less than 90 points for the week. So as long as I do at least one of these weeklies, I'm done. I could just ignore tomorrow. I'm sure I'll do at least one of the Oracle things today. Yeah, I was just trying the chat thing today. DK, I had it last time, but there was no one in chat for me to kind of see it in action. So I was kind of testing it with Streamlabs, but I thought it'd be kind of nice because I realized on the first stream I did, it just looks like I'm talking to myself. I kind of didn't like it, so I kind of want to put the, you know, some kind of text somewhere for it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of small, but it kind of works. Let's see. Yeah, I know what it looks like. I could see it. My main job is Archbishop, so that's 100% my main. My secondary job would be my Sorcerer. I also have Dorm and Wander unlocked. Dorm mainly for the decks. Wander was actually supposed to be kind of... It's kind of a support build that I wanted to do when Ep5 started and it was unlocked, but Wander kind of fell short from where I kind of wanted it to. And before that I actually do have Genetic unlocked. Genetic used to be basically my main DPS spec, and then I actually swapped to Sorcerer. I decided to go kind of utilizing my magic attack gear that I have from my ME and my Judd builds, and I swapped to Sorcerer as my main kind of carry build. And honestly, I love it. I really love Sorcerer. I think I definitely have zero regrets doing that. If you're looking for grinding and raw Zenny, Genetic will be on top every single time. After that, I would say I think Dorum might possibly be comparable right now because they kind of have the corn stalks and stuff. Warlock is really good. AB is not bad. When it comes to walk, like I said, my main job is AB. I'm completely support. I mean, yeah, there's Darkwave, but you do need the gear for it. I'm trying to build a plus healing set. I have actually gone full survival for my for my support build. So let me actually swap. This is what I wear for Oracle Nightmare for my stun resist set. So let me swap those two. I've been kind of testing out Starfield Poem. That was just released. It's pretty good. I probably should try to get a second one, but I do also have Holy Bell. And I also have the double heal wings, which I do use for Thanatos Tower. I mean, I totally agree. You should play what you want. And whenever I see new players join the game and ask, oh, what should I play? You gotta play something you enjoy. It is a rather grindy game. I kind of find if people don't stick past level 80 to 100, if they can't get over what I like to call the teenage years, they don't stick with the game. So, at least from my experience, especially so far. If they can't get past that point and get to, get through that first job breakthrough and get those peak shards and, get those 70 job levels, a lot of people do quit. That's kind of just the reality of it. Darkwave's good, but yeah, I have a survival set, so I don't have a plus healing set. Which I've been working on. I had a plus 10 Croc Staff, which then I got an Arch 3 enchant, so I resold it. I'm actually on the lookout for a new one, which I guess I'll take a look now. Oh, look, there's one. Let's see. And it's double slotted. But since I'm kind of doing it for a test, let me see if there's a regular one. Looks like it just went up. I'll think about it. Damn, I failed that Kobold Leader card. What a surprise. But when it comes to making money, I actually might make kind of like a talk about that. I don't primarily grind as AB for making money, that's for sure. Yeah, so Kevin says there's three, I don't know if you can read it clearly. The text is a little small. He says there's 3 types of players. 1, sultans, pay to win people. 2, free to play, pure only play, not spend any money. 3, lucky persons. I mean, there is kind of an in-between. There are people that budget like, I purchase my premiums with real money. I do buy BCC occasionally. I do like rolling on the gotchas for vanity. Those types of things. Those do unintentionally make my account stronger. I mean, I have 20% in my handbook. I have 20% damage. It's just a reality. But, especially when other guildmates or other players ask me, should I be spending money on this game? I mean, that's up to you. I don't ask people in my guild to spend money. I don't require it. I think people need to budget whatever it is that they can. Exactly. Who cares about damage when you look good? You need to look good. Like, let me swap to my PvP. I'm very proud of my PvP look. Since let's see. Yeah, I did use some contributions, so okay. I guess I screwed up my runes. Alright, that's fine. So see, you know, since I am a guild leader, I like to think I gotta kind of have like an admiral look. And I look pretty good. I'm rocking this beard. I'm very proud. Nah, Ymir still needs a lot of work. I'm really like halfway through gold medals. And I am close on my contribution though. We actually just finished a god weapon with the obelisk, so I spent a little contribution, which is why that message popped up. I'm at 978,000. I still need about, would it be about 250,000 more contribution? Maybe 300? Yeah. My gold medals. Let's see what I hit. Damn this thing. Let's see. 17. Yeah. So I'm only at 1700. The maximum you need for a full book is about 3300. So I'm really only just barely halfway. Oh, the Ymir book? Oh, you mean for the slots? Nah. That thing can keep going. I've actually been super frugal getting these slots. You can keep going. I'm not doing it. You know, early genetics that had to save those extra builds to get 4 pets. I'm not jealous of that. I am very not jealous. Yeah, I do spend BCC. I definitely do. I mean, I am definitely not. I would say I'm a very frugal dolphin, which is why, you know, I do try to want to share information on how to be free to play, because I have not bought whatsoever any of these levels. For the Kafra Adventure Log, for instance, I started at level 12 when I got the log, and I'm already at level 97. So, you know, that's why I think anybody that just has a little extra time every day to at least do some of these tasks, you know, you could be fine as a free-to-play player. You know, you can function as a free-to-play player. However, you do have to spend a little extra time doing a couple of other things on a weekly basis. You know, kind of one idea that I wanted to do was the topic of how to survive as a free-to-play player. One thing I highly recommend is doing the weekly events, which right now alternate the event alternates, but it is every Wednesday night. Next Wednesday will be Big Cat Invasion. You know, you get what's called Flora coins. Gotta redo this, comb your inventory. You get Flora coins, which can get you stuff like gold medals. You know, this gets me closer to my goals. I actually spent a bunch of these Flora medals for prayer card packs. They're a little more valuable to me because I'm trying to finish up the, what's it called? The prayer pack blessings. Oh, shut up, ISO. Yeah, you're right, ISO. You're not wrong. Alright, did I get my card? Damn. Damn. I did not get my AK card today, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of play however you want. I mean, some people want to be super casual, and that's perfectly fine. I think casual players can be fine playing this game. You just have to be realistic about not comparing yourself to other players. That's one thing I talk about and I suggest a lot to my guildmates. You know, stop looking at so-and-so, like stop looking at my damage. You know, you can't constantly compare to other people because, you know, we all have different levels of contribution. We all have different gold medals available to us. You know, obviously the more you have, the stronger you can be as a character, but you could function perfectly fine. You know, unless you're trying to be #1 top tier with, as they say, the sultans and the whales, you know, don't even worry about it. Just play the game. If you're not having fun playing the game, you know, just don't play the damn game. You know, I'm very adamant on, you know, just do what you want. You know, early on, I kind of want to take the game super serious. I did gachas every month. And I decided to take a step back, you know? I mean, what makes me happy playing the game is, you know, I'm happy with kind of where my guild's at. And stuff like that. It, you know, it takes up a lot of time organizing the guild, organizing events and stuff, but I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm just a little crazy like that. I enjoy managing the guild, getting stuff done, you know, and hopefully making a home for other players to also just hang out, chill out. You know, I enjoy getting my gacha hats every month. I enjoy getting new stuff unlocked. You know, it's fun for me. I enjoy doing the weekly events. And whenever, for instance, there's new monthly events, you know, it's a new month, there's a new chance for free stuff. You know, I kind of like this new thing they did with the puzzle progress. It kind of gives you a much better idea when certain stuff is happening. You know, and get all these free goodies. I think they've actually made it easier, which is a good thing. I've had a couple of players that simply don't use Discord. I had a very casual, friendly player that played every day, that they didn't use Discord, and I suppose they didn't use Facebook either, so I would have to message them and tell them what events were coming up, because it wasn't easy to see. For Sorcerer, mainly I have pretty much a full MVP build, rather. So I have full title set. I would say it's basically like the Miss Maven MVP guide, if you check that out on YouTube. Let's see what you're looking for. Oh, the adventure runes, let's see. I don't even know what I have equipped, I'm gonna be honest with you. Since this is my off spec, let's see. Let's take a peek. I actually did just get a new rune. So I got this, I still don't have the third line. Of course. This one's pretty good, since it's about a 10% lightning bolt damage. I did get this guy. So I finally got this extra line on my elemental does not use the blue gemstones. That means I can cast it for free. And the elemental creature damage also isn't that bad, but really he's just there to give me flee. Since I'm usually using the wind guy. I'm just kind of magic fisting MVPs, especially in ET carries. Let's see, what do I got here? Yeah, so you see, this one's good for Firebolt, so I kept it because of that. But since I'm mainly usually using Lightning Bolt damage, I'm not using it. This thing... yeah. What's the shiny one? I don't remember. These names make no sense to me, like Shiny Stars for Diamond. I mean, I guess it's for Diamond Stardust, but... you know, this one, it says Blast Light Rune, and it says Lightning Gun. And it's for, isn't it for Vader Spear? So yeah, you kind of have to unlock these things, you know? Yeah, the Mental Agitation rune, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mental Disruption. Yeah, so this one has 6, like this is pretty mediocre. Stacks up to 7. It's not bad though. I would love to get the... where is it? The one for the extra field, and also the one with Warm Breeze follows you. I think that'd be really fun. Yeah, I kind of have to do... I think this Monday I'm gonna have to do a reroll on my runes. Yeah, fortunately Stork has a pretty decent lineup, and they have some pretty good A runes, actually. And B rune. I mean, actually, this is a B rune, which is really good. Rage Receipt. This one isn't too... I'm not too crazy about this one. Let's see. 11.9. Yeah, these are crap. Freezing attack, don't need that really. I would really like this extra magic fist chance. Yeah, I'm probably gonna grind today, so I mean, I don't need the, what's it called? I don't need this necessarily. This one is, I probably should just use it and then fix it up. Let's see, 2 minutes. Let's see. We do that. Alright, so this one has to be red, right? No. Yes. I hate figuring these things out sometimes. Do I already have this? I think I do. Oh no, I don't. Alright, we're just gonna need to use that for now. He's activated. Okay. I think they're shiny enough. I think they're activated. I also do have to kind of redo my skills. It's kind of a mess. I did get my double flurry, but now that I finally reached level 60, I don't have to worry about the force focus. I can kind of tweak the build a little bit. But the build still works even just for carrying and, like I said, just for grinding, that kind of stuff. And it looks good. And it looks good. Alright. Alright, so usually I do the stream for about an hour. I'm gonna take a break because I'm gonna go make dinner. And then I got PvP in an hour, which I don't stream because stream makes me lag, and I don't want to do that in 6v6. So, I'm gonna end it off tonight for now. You know, thanks you guys for coming in. Thanks Kevin for chatting and everyone else that popped in today. You know, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message in the game. If you want to check out my guild, you can go to sleepingsoul.com at any time. You can apply through there by finding the welcome Discord. Particularly, we're kind of looking for people that are third job or close to third job at this time. But you know, I hope you guys take care. I'll be back in a couple of days, and I'll see you then. All right? Good night.